What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Hobgoblin wave. This is Daredevil. Daredevil is included with the left arm of Hobgoblin. I believe it's a Marvel Now Hobgoblin. And he is also included with his baton slash stick. And it kind of just pegs in like that, and it's just basically a white plastic, so there's no painting on it. I would have maybe preferred that maybe there's a little bit of shading would have went a long way. I feel like on this, just a little bit would have helped, but I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I gotta. They could have done a little bit more with this figure. After having them for a while now, like I said, I just feel like they should have done maybe a little bit more. I actually have a custom, and obviously the custom is going to be much better than the Hasbro $20 product. But I have a custom that just blows this out of the water. But this is still probably one of the best versions of Daredevil that we've got so far. Hasbro, I've just felt like I should have done a little bit more. Things that I would have improved on. This is part of my favorite segment on my channel here, is parts I would have improved on. The belt. The belt, I would have improved on the belt. I'm not sure what look they're going for, whether they're going for Marvel Now or whether they're going for just a this is your traditional one look Daredevil. But I would have included maybe a belt buckle right here instead of this kind of, I don't know what design this is. I have no idea. I would have done a little bit more black paint shading going throughout the torso, the legs. Some people prefer not to have paint shading on him to make him look too dark, but I would have preferred a little bit of paint shading going throughout here. Maybe a little bit of paint detail on the buckles. I mean, these are just little things that just can make a figure look a lot better. It's the little things that do count. Even his Daredevil design, I would have preferred a raised and sculpted Daredevil symbol right here. Some people might not agree with me. Some people might say, oh, it makes sense to not have it. Okay, well, that's your personal preference. It's not a fact that, you know, everybody thinks the same way you do, but and that's fine to think that way. If you like it this way, then fine, but I would have preferred, and I think it would have looked a lot better if it was a raised or sculpted Daredevil symbol. As far as the face sculpt goes, looks pretty good. Don't have any issues with the face sculpt. The horns look good. The eyes look good as well. Like I said, don't have an issue. You can actually see an indentation right here on each side for the ears kind of poking out, and they're covered. Yeah, I think it looks, overall, I think the face sculpt looks pretty well done. I believe it was in a prototype photo that they were actually, it seemed like the skin tone that they were using, and I know in the previous video I actually said I don't really care about skin tones, but it looked pretty pale in the previous photo, in the proto photo, but it looks a lot better in hand, I gotta say. And that's pretty much the only skin tone that he's showing on here, but I thought they did a pretty good job. Like I said, it's just painted. Everything's pretty much just painted on him. The only things that are sculpted are the belt and the holster for his batons. So there you go with that. This is a little bit, looks like they just did kind of like a lighter red on here like they did with the Daredevil symbols, because the belt looks like it's just kind of like a plastic, and then they kind of went with a lighter shade of red for the little symbol pieces here for the belt. But you can raise and lower the belt. The holsters you can't raise and lower. I believe these are glued on or pegged in, or so. I believe they're glued on. So there you go with that. They are a little bit lighter than the legs too. Yeah, just a little bit of shading went a long way on this guy. But his batons just kind of fit in here, like so. And you can have them go in either way. but they both fit in. They stick out a little bit farther than my liking, but this thing would have been much longer if they fit in further down. So that's fine. That's passable. And he can hold both his batons in his hands. They look pretty good. Kind of posing them. I don't know. I'm playing around right now. But I guess there you go. There you go. But like I said, he's pretty posable. He's basically on the Bucky Cat body mold. So, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows what they're getting there. I mean, if you want me to go through it, I'll go through the articulations as I usually do. His head moves up and down. Nice range of motion there. It does swivel side to side. Oh, wait for it. Oh, we got a little bit of job turkey. Oh, that's it. That's pretty much it. His arms go about that far. They do go down. Full 360 rotation. Swivel at the bicep. Double jointed elbow. You got the wrist swivel. Wrist hinge goes in and out. Ab crunch. Go nice range of motion there. Waist swivel. T-jointed hips. Go forward and back. Upper thigh swivel. Double jointed knees. And he does have the boot swivel. Ankle hinge, which goes forward and back. And he does have the ankle pivot. So there you go with that. So there's your basic Bucky Cat body mold articulation. That's pretty much all he is. He's just a repainted Bucky Cat body mold with a couple new sculpted pieces. That's it. As far as in demand, I would say that this guy's probably in higher demand than he should be. He's going for weird prices. Sometimes I'll see him for like $28. Sometimes I'll see him for retail. Sometimes I'll see him for $45 or $35. I don't know. He just goes all over the place with price. So if you can find him in store, just pay the retail price for this guy. Don't go buck wild. I'm going to do some size comparisons and some Daredevil comparisons in general. So we'll be right back. Okay, first up we have the Spider-Man Legends Daredevil. This is the Frank Miller version. As you can see, this guy blows this guy out of the water. Yeah, this is just a little bit out of date. Still a decent figure. He's just a little bit out of date. Okay, and next we have the Face Off series Daredevil, and whoa, holy shoulders! He's like a freaking offensive lineman. Yeah. He is much larger, and as you can see, this is the much better pick of the two. Where there's better sculpting and detail on this guy excels at anatomy and better face sculpt, in my opinion. Better face sculpt, better anatomy overall, and yeah, better articulation in my book. So. Yeah, so there you go. And that is he's just large. So, Large Marge sent him. Okay, and we have another Daredevil. This is from the Spider-Man Legends as well. There's also another one from the Urban Legends pack, but I believe that one was darker. This one's from the Spider-Man Legends, I believe. So, yeah, this is probably I would say these two are probably on par with each other. Some people would say the shoulders are a little bit still too big on him, but I don't know. This is kind of 1A, 1B here for me. They just have different points of articulation, that's all. I would say the paint apps are probably better on him. I would say maybe the anatomy is a little bit better probably better on him. These butterfly joints on him kind of make his arms or shoulders look a little bit larger than they probably should, but still 1A, 1B here for me. I love both these figures. But they pretty much stand at the same height. That's what I was trying to get to. Maybe this guy's a little bit taller. And here's the next one. I also have this one in red, but he's been on card, but so I didn't have this is his first appearance look. This is from the Nemesis wave. Still a good figure. The skin tones are kind of crappy on this figure, though. The skin tone's like super pale, as you can see, compared to him. He's a little bit, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the wide joint hip, so that hurts this one. But, and he's a little bit thinner than I'd like. As you can see from the side, I mean, this guy is the much better pickup if you're going to compare this one and this one. Even though this one comes off as a little bit meh, you can definitely tell that this is the better choice of the two. And he's a little bit taller. I believe this head might be a little bit bigger than I'd like, this guy. Oh, there he goes. And lastly, we have my custom Daredevil here from Clay Orr. He's on the Marvel Legends community if you want to check him out. He did this custom for me, and I'll bring this in. Looks really good. Definitely, I mean, you can't compare the two. I believe that the head's the right size on this guy. His head's a little bit larger than I'd like now that I'm comparing to the other Daredevils. And like I said, he's got the belt buckle here. He's got the Captain America Marvel Now, excuse me, boots. But there's just a comparison. I can't really say, you shouldn't really compare a custom to a original release, so I won't do that comparison, but we all know which one's better, guys. So that's pretty much it as far as I'm concerned. Would I recommend this Daredevil? Yes. He's probably the best Daredevil that's been released, I would say, overall. Like I said, you could still get the Spider-Man Legends or Urban Legends Daredevil, and you know, if you don't want this version, get that version out of the others. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I will see you guys on the flip side. Also, check out the Netflix series. I hear it's good. Haven't watched it yet, but I wanted to point that out. And check out my Nickel City Kid channel if you're into pro football talk and you're into wrestling and wrestling talk and wrestling figures and stuff like that. Just wanted to point that out there since that channel's brand new. So, yeah, I'll see you guys on the flip side.